Hi, this is Amok from AAPHR. We would like to see today the manpower requisition form as an HR SOP. Here we can see a step-by-step process of getting a requirement for a manpower in a manpower requisition form. When we try to define or design a manpower requisition form, we normally try to include the different things like log or a reference number to the document, requisitioner's details, that is who is giving an requisition for this manpower, details about the job posting or a job profile, whether this is a new or a replacement position, what is the location, designation, department, how many number of vacancies are there, a profile description or a profile brief about it, position reports to which particular designation or an authority, whether there are any number of reportees are there to this particular role or a level, what kind of an education or an experience requirements are there, again an salary and a CTC details as well, and how we will proceed ahead with the interview procedure and who will be the approving authority. So normally we try to cover all the details into this particular format. I've tried to define the certain bullets or the parameters which we normally include while designing a manpower requisition form, and here they are. Here we have taken a practical example of manpower requisition form of an import documentation profile for a freight forwarding and a CHA industry sector. We have tried to define the company name, the reference number or a log for a document, the requisitioner details, the job position details like department, whether it is a new or a replacement position, what is the designation of this particular role, number of vacancies and the location. Continuing further with the same example, we have jotted down the practical job profile and a description here. Continuing ahead, we have tried to define to which particular level this position reports to, whether there are any reportees to this particular profile or a level, what kind of an education, age limit, and an experience is required, what are all the other details like how the incentive structure is there, what kind of an infrastructure and the basic resources have been provided to perform this role, whether there is any local travel is involved, and any specific office times or any other details are involved for this particular role. Further, we have tried to define the salary or a CTC part for this particular profile. The next part, which is an important element of how the entire recruitment process is getting executed and who will be the approving or an authority in terms of getting the finalization ahead. Based on this, all the information, the further detailed JD shall be prepared. Stay tuned for the upcoming HR SOPs. Thank you.